Hope everyone's having a wonderful Wednesday. I have a fun-packed live for you guys today. My name is Teresa. I'm the owner and artisan at NTS Design Co. I am a content creator for Dixie Belle Paint Company. I come live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. to do some fun painting tutorials. So on today's episode, we're gonna be working on this beautiful vintage chest that I have going on right here. And so, I painted her in Anchor, which is in a silk line, and then I sanded back the drawers and I stained them in the beautiful walnut no paint gel stain. Now, my fun little dilemma that I have going on here is that it has this very awful paper in here. Good morning, good morning. Thank you guys for popping on. Hello, I hope everybody's having a great day today. And so what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna lower you guys. I never know where to put the camera. I say this every time because I don't get a really good preview when I am about to go live. It just kind of shows me the area, not really where I need to be seeing things. All right, so let's move some of these drawers out of the way. I'm gonna move these big, heavy drawers out of the way. And this is tiger oak, as you can tell. And what that means is it has this beautiful striping in the wood. This is just a veneer that is on top of it. So what we're gonna be doing is I am going to rip, I don't know why people do this out of here. And then we're gonna get a putty knife, which is over there, to get the rest of it out. Like, it's so yucky. Why do we need to do that? All right, let me get a putty knife so I can get the rest of that out of there because it's like really in there, and I'm gonna get my heat gun so that we can really scrape it out because I feel like we need some extra muscle today. All right, I grab my extension cord. I keep a little power cord right over here. I keep drop cords all over my shop so that I don't have to search for them. I'm gonna pop you guys up just a little bit because I don't have a head now. Okay, so when you have adhesive in your drawers, you're just gonna take your little heat gun and we're gonna warm it up. That'll warm up the glue, and then you're gonna use your putty knife and you're just gonna scrape it out. And then, once we get the drawer the way I want it, which is not full of that, we are going to decoupage the inside of the drawers. So we're gonna use our satin clear coat. I'm gonna use my flat large, and I'm going to be using the beautiful sketched blue flowers just on the top two drawers. I'm not going to do all the drawers because it's overkill and that is a lot of decoupage paper. No one wants to do that. So we're just going to do these small little drawers. Just in the top two, so when you open them up, they're really pretty. It just gives you something. That's usually where people are going to be putting like delicate stuff in there anyways. The other ones would be like sweaters and stuff. After we do that, I am going to show you guys how to seal black paint and how I seal my wood and my tops and everything else. I like to use the Dixie Belle's Best Name Wax and Clear, and I apply it with an applicator pad, and I always wear gloves because I don't want it on my fingers. So that's just me. All right, let's get to it. So now that I have that doing what it needs to do, we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna take our little heat gun so you guys can see. Good morning, Cindy. All right, we're just gonna blow all that out of there because it just wants to get all over my face. Yuck. So we're just gonna heat her up. All of whatever's in here. And we're decoupaging, so if I can't get it absolutely perfect, it's fine. It stinks heating up that varnish. Blech. All right, hopefully that's enough. Let's see if it is or not. Take your handy dandy putty knife. Yeah, and it should just, like this, come right on up. It's gonna take a little bit because it looks like a booger. Let's try over here. No, we gotta heat it up some more. Maybe the tape. So, there's tape in here too. Like, what were we doing? Why do you need all the things in here? I'll just dump that on my floor. Putty knives are awesome. I like to use the strong metal ones for situations like this. When I'm applying Dixie mud, I'll use the plastic ones. But when you're doing stuff like this, you need something a little heavier duty. So we're just gonna heat this baby up just for another minute. Because it's been on there for probably 900,000 years. So we are going to make sure that we can get it off. Hopefully you guys can hear me today. I'm not wearing my earbuds. I'm having some ear issues, and when I wear my earbuds, it throws my equilibrium off, and all kinds of bad stuff happens. So bear with me, guys. No earbuds today, so I will just make sure I yell right into the camera. All right, so now we are removing this gummy grossness. It's so sticky. Ugh. Almost there on this side, and then we'll get the other side, and then we'll have one more drawer to do. Stick that one there. So I definitely don't want that on my fingers. All right, let's heat up this other side, and then we will get to the fun stuff. Sound good? All right, now you guys know how to get this gross stuff off your drawers. Let's see what I'm doing. Just heating up the adhesive. You really want to make sure you heat it up really well. Again, I have no idea how long this has been on here, so sometimes it can be a pain, and sometimes it can just come right off. This one is coming off way easier than the other side. It got the memo. It was like, we're out of here, man. She's not messing around. All right. Good enough. Good enough. All right, let's grab our other drawer. Now it looks like this. Still kind of plain. You can sand in the inside of your drawers. You can paint them. You can stain them. You can do all of the things to them. Like I said, I want to throw the hardware around. I wanted to make sure that I could decoupage them because I want them to be pretty. So now let's rip out this side and hopefully it won't be as bad. Okay, so we only have one spot that was terrible. This is how I get that out of there. We're gonna heat up our little random squares of adhesive. Very fun. Hanging out, heating up adhesive. These little chests, if you guys see them, grab them. They are like a dime a dozen. You can find them anywhere. Usually you can find them moderately priced. Under $100. I wouldn't spend more than $100 on these chests. You're not going to get much of a return out of them if you pay more than that. But they're really fun to create. I like to do the black and tan. That's my favorite thing to do with them. Black and tan, or I'll take the pickling white and I'll do it in the pickling white on the drawers. This time I decided to do the black and tan just because I really love the walnut stain. I had to remove all the veneer off the top. That was not my favorite thing in the world to do. I've never removed an entire top of veneer before, and I now know why, because it was an hour and a half, an hour or so of my life of ironing and this putty knife and a rubber mallet and lots of water, lots and lots and lots and lots of water. Definitely was not the best thing in the world, but the results are beautiful. If you're gonna do it for yourself, I definitely suggest doing that. If you're doing it for resale, maybe not the funnest thing to do ever. If you're doing it for commission, definitely make sure you charge for it. Just a few more seconds more. This is still not gooey enough for me to peel it off. This is the fun behind the scenes stuff that you guys are missing out on, huh? That glue stinks, look. All right, I'm like heating up foam. I'm sure it's super toxic. All right, my son has a friend over and my dogs are barking because there's a new person in the house. So if you hear them barking in the background, I apologize, but there's nothing I can do about it. All right, now that is taken care of, let's decoupage. Now I'm going to move you into a different angle so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna move this heat gun away from myself because I will burn my leg because it is what I do. Move you over here. Okay, so now let's have some fun. Let me grab my pad and we'll sit on the floor today. Okay. And my coffee, because you always need coffee, right? Everybody needs coffee. Okay, so I've got my Satin's clear coat, my flat large, gloves, scissors. Let me grab a razor knife. You don't have to have a razor knife. I like to keep a razor knife on hand. and my decoupage paper. Angle you guys down where you can see me better. And now let's have some fun. Let me lower you guys to the ground. We're just gonna go on a little vacation. Hi, how are you doing? Let's have some fun. Ready, Freddie? My son says, ready, Betty. All right, whenever I say that. All right, so you guys can see there perfectly. Let me bring you in just a little bit more. So what we're gonna do now is I'm going to take my decoupage paper, and again, we're using the sketched blue flowers from Dixie Belle. This comes into 4 sheets of paper. And I am probably gonna need to use 2 for each drawer. Oh, it comes in 3 sheets. I thought it said 4, my bad. So 3 sheets of this, and it's beautiful, it's the rice paper. It is going to be translucent. If I did not want it to be translucent, I would paint the back of this to give it more, so you wouldn't be able to see right through it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to very carefully, I have a fan on in here, so this is gonna be interesting when I'm cutting. We're going to cut this border off of our paper. Super easy, nothing like, it doesn't have to be perfect. All right. Definitely don't want the barcode in your drawer. No barcodes. Okay, so now we're just gonna cut again. Depending on how much time we have, we will either do one of these drawers or I will get to both because I really want to show you guys how to seal your black furniture with wax. Oh, I just missed you. Oh no, I lost you. All right, hold on guys, sorry. I don't even know what I hit. I was trying to read your comment and I just got way out of there. So I'm sorry I just missed your comment, and apparently I tried my hardest and I just like flipped on 5 different screens. So I apologize for that. I'm sorry I just missed your comment. It is gonna be really pretty. I can't wait. I really love, this is one of my favorites. It's very simple and dainty. You can use the A1 size and then trim down, or you can use these smaller ones and then just add to it. Completely up to you. All right, so I'm gonna need to probably use both sheets here. And how I'm going to show you how to do that is we are going to trim this to size. Stop blowing around. All right, the fan was a good idea until it started blowing all my stuff around. All right, so now we're just going to trim to size. Again, it does not have to be perfect. It's decoupage paper inside of a drawer. It honestly is there for aesthetic. Just so when you open the drawer, it's just a little pop of surprise and you're like, ooh, that's pretty. So a lot of the times, I just throw stuff in there. It does, like I said, it's fine. Just cutting. You guys are gonna see how wonderful my measuring skills are. Do not judge me. This is a judgment-free zone. I'm not good at measuring. I don't pretend to be. I really don't care. I eyeball a lot of stuff. I'll fold papers. I finger groove it. It doesn't matter. It's totally fine. As long as it looks pretty in the end, that's all I care about. All right, now this should be enough. We shall see. All right, so now, since this piece fits perfectly there, I could line it up if I wanted to, and I'm gonna just do it the way I want to. So now, if you guys can see this, hopefully I'm not in your way, I am just going to line it up best I can. I'm gonna overlap just a little bit because you always have to leave room for error. In my case, I want to leave just enough room for error. Okay. I'm just going to fold along that line and kind of crease it. All right, and now I'm just going to cut along my folded line. My little dog. It is her life's mission to, you think she would lose her voice, and you think the other dogs would be like, can you just be quiet? No, she still barks. Okay, so there's that piece. We're gonna go this way, right? We're gonna measure her all out before we decide to lay her down. I want to make sure that it is perfect. There's that piece. And now I'm gonna cut out a little square from our other one. All right, so we're gonna just line you up this way. If you have scraps of this, keep them, because this is where they come in handy. Tiny, hush. Sorry guys, she's obnoxious. All right. Again, this is just how I measure. I'm overlapping a little bit just to make sure that I have my area covered. And I'm just running my fingernail down it. And then I'll just trim off this extra little piece. And then we'll lay that right there. And then I have one little square left, right? So you will need, if you're gonna do 2 top drawers for a chest this size, you'll need 2 packs of decoupage paper. I had some of this extra lying around that I haven't used in a while, and so I thought this would be the perfect time to use it. And it's gonna be the death of me. All right. Let's got this little corner perfectly laid out. And okay, this is where I probably should have brought a pencil. All right, we are gonna just eyeball it. Eyeball it, we're gonna go bigger. Not a big deal. I'd rather have extra and then overlap. Okay. Perfect. Ta-da! All right, let's have some fun with some decoupage now. Now you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna grab your satin clear coat. I am going to start on this back corner. I'm gonna start with the little square first. Oh, that dog of mine. Alexa, announcement.
What's the announcement?
Jordan, please put her on the back porch. That's all I can hear on my live is Tiny barking. No, you're gonna hear it because I just said it. Sorry. I don't know where in the house he is. Jordan, please put her on the back porch. That's all I can hear on my live. I sound very angry. Tiny barking. I sound very angry. And if I just made all of yours go off, I am sorry. I did that one time when I was live on Facebook. So we're taking this little square, we're gonna put it in the corner. I just put my satin clear coat, we are lining it up. Okay? You guys can see, it's kind of hard to decoupage like this, but I will try just for you guys. And then I'm just gonna paint over it. Because when you are decoupaging, you want to put a coat on top and you want to put a coat underneath. And you see how you can see the wood through it? That was kind of what I was aiming for. I wanted it to give it that vintage vibe. All right, let's see if I can do this way now. Let me cut this edge just a little cleaner. And now we're gonna put this right here. taking our satin clear coat and we are just painting our drawer. You're gonna use more than you would to seal a piece of furniture because this is like the weirdest angle to decoupage. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make it camera happy, but it's not user friendly. Okay, so now we're just gonna leave this little corner right in there and we're gonna line that up. And it wants to stick, right? So then you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna take your top coat and you're just gonna paint it down. If you get little crinkles and you don't want them in there, you can pick it back up and smooth it back out. I'm really not that concerned about it. It's the inside of a drawer. It's just here to look pretty. I'm loving that. I think it's beautiful. All right. Now, this is my bigger piece that is going to be coming down here. Did I measure wrong? I sure did. Nope, I think I measured okay. It's pretty close, but I think I did it. Okay, so that's the last piece that I'm gonna put down. All right, and then this one will go there. And if I measured wrong, I'll just cut another piece and stick it in there. No big deal. If you're worried about getting top coat on the sides of your drawer, don't worry, they dry clear. Not a big deal. Line this side over here. You can also lay it flat this way and then turn it sometimes if you don't have a fan blowing on you. Makes it a little easier. Also makes it easier if you're doing this flat, not at a weird angle. The things I do for you guys. All right, I gotta lay it down. Not working. All right. I will show you guys in just a second, but I gotta get it started at least. The rice paper is very forgiving. You can pick it up, you can move it back around. If it gets dry underneath it, you just apply more top coat. Okay, now I can show you. Okay, so I lined it up. And now I'm just very gently gonna lift and pull it down so that I can have it even where I need it. And I'm gonna take my brush and very carefully, it is gonna be crinkly, that's okay. We're just gonna lift very lightly and work our paper over just like that. Okay, grab a little bit more top coat, seal that baby in. All right, and then we have all of our surrounding pieces. Now we're gonna go ahead and apply our top coat into the main area where that big sheet is gonna be. All right, let's turn her around this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna grab our pretty little piece of paper. We're gonna make sure that we added our angle where we wanted it, which was this way. You want to try to get the straightest piece in your corner as possible. Doesn't always work that way, but that's fine. Start in your corner. Now make sure that your piece lines up as closely as possible to your edges. Okay, and then we're gonna work our way out. I'm gonna take our brush. All right. I'm trying. I feel like I need a stand. This is not working. Okay, so now we're just gonna grab Again, when you're doing this, don't do it this way. Lay it down because it's way easier. I'm trying to do this for you guys so you can see it better. Hold it with my leg. All right, we're just gonna paint out those creases. Okay. Now I'm gonna add more top coat to seal that baby in. If you're worried about being able to see your lines in your paper, you can go back and cut it neater. Like I said, was not that concerned about it. It is the inside of a drawer. I just really want to make sure that my corners and my edges have plenty of top coat on them so that they dry pretty good. Now, like I said, it's pretty dang good, right? I think it looks great. I think it's really pretty. I think that this is a way easy fix for something that looked once like that to this. Wish list for you, 2 cameras, 1 in front of you overhead so you can do this stuff. Wish list for me would have someone in here holding the camera for me. That would be amazing. I'm not that bougie. I'm a one-man show. But yes, if I had a wish list, that's what it would be. My kid will not do it, so that's never going to happen. But that would be super nice. When I become rich and famous one day, I'll do that. All right, so that's that. I'm not gonna bug you or bother you to do another decoupage. I'll use that for content. So I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna set this stuff over here. I'm gonna put the lid on so that I don't spill a brand new thing of satin clear coat. I would cry. I would really cry. I already dropped paint once last week. It made me really sad. I dropped an entire brand new container of the Anchor Silk paint. Oh, I was so mad. It took me like 2 hours to get it up off my shop floor. It was everywhere. It was so bad. Okay, so that's gonna dry all super pretty. And then when you open up the drawers, people go, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. We love that. And then I will go back and I always take Big Mama's butter and put it inside the interior part of my dresser and clean out the drawers if they need be, just so it gives it that nice clean, crisp, fresh smell. I use the orange. You can use any of the scents that you want to. I just prefer the orange. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring you guys back up because now we're gonna go do the top. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, like it. All right, there we go. Let's bring you up just a smidge more. You guys are like all up in my face. In my face. Okay, so now we move these and that. Go away. All right, we're gonna do the top first. Put these over there before I lose them. So we're gonna do the top first and then we'll seal the black paint. Sound good? I got the lavender scent wax for my drawers. I love it. Ooh, yum. Yum, 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 yum. All right, I probably am not gonna have a head, but that's okay. So you're going to take the Best Dang Wax and Clear. I had gloves, they flew away. With my fan, I wear gloves just because you don't have to. I just don't want the wax all over my hands, so I just prefer to wear gloves. Actually, we're gonna do the paint first, and then well, it doesn't really matter. We can do the wood first. You wanna make sure that your wood has had plenty of time for the oil to seep into the wood, because when you wipe back some, you'll see some on there, but that happens with the paint too. So if you're really worried about it, I mean, I'm never really that worried about it. I like to use my applicator pads. These are my favorite to apply wax, stain, or all of the things. They come in 2 packs. I love them. They're bendable. They make my life way easier when I'm doing these things. My very loved wax. I use a lot of wax. All right, you're gonna get about that much. And come on behind here, and I can just push forward if you guys need to see it better. Okay? Very simple. We're just gonna apply it. You wanna make sure your wood grain is filled. So if that means you need to do circles, back and forth, however you wanna do it. If If you hear jumping, sounding like they're falling through the floor, that is children upstairs. My son has a friend over. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead, go in circles. Just make sure you get that wax really rubbed into your wood. I like to seal my tops with wax. It gives it that nice soft touch feel. I will get it all in that wax and all of the little wood grains. And then I just, like you're gonna paint, just like you're painting, your finishing touch should just be nice, long, even strokes. Make sure we get this. It does dry clear if you're worried about that. And see, it does come off a little bit with the stain, but I'm not that worried about it. Very minuscule amount comes off. Okay? And if you're worried about wear and tear, it does wear well. You can reapply it as needed. I have wax pieces in my house that I've never had to reapply the wax to. But my kids are older, and I'm also not putting this in a toddler's bedroom. I missed your comment, I'm sorry. Rubbing this on. Get all of our edges. Nice long finishing strokes as if you were painting. And that's it. We're done. It gives it that nice sheen. It's already shining. Yes, it is. It looks so good. It looks beautiful. I love it. I'm gonna pull you guys back and we're gonna do the side too. You're fine. I got what you were saying. All right, now to do the drawer, just gonna grab about that much. I'm gonna angle you down. Have you tried the Easy Peasy spray wax? As long as I do multiple coats, it's protective. I use that, but I don't use it on furniture. I sell all my furniture, so I try to keep it as durable as possible. All right, I'm gonna put the keyholes back on here. If you're wondering where the hole is missing. But the Easy Peasy spray wax, I use it when I'm doing the Dixie dirt more than I use it to seal a piece of furniture. Most of my furniture is really big. I feel like I would use a whole bottle, but it is really convenient. All right, so that's it for the drawer. Now I'm gonna come and bring you guys back. We're just going all over the place. Patty, I'm sorry. I know you hate this. Patty gets motion sickness. If you're still watching, Patty. Bring you down. Okay. And now we're gonna do wherever I have paint. Okay. I haven't added any more. This is just what's on here from the top. I'll add more once I get to the sides. And very little, it's dark blue paint color. It is Silk Anchor, it's black. It is black. All right, so that's the front. The front is done. Very minimal. Now I'm gonna lower you. Gosh, that thing's heavy. I'm gonna lower you. I sound like a crazy person. All right. All right, now let's get the sides. Okay. shoes off. Sliding closer. Okay. So this is where I have my pad still. Okay. About that much on there. I'll go back and forth, circles, but then my last finishing strokes, just like when I paint. You may see a little streaking, it will dry. It's clear wax, it does dry clear. Make sure I'm not missing you guys. Rub that in. All right, that's that side. Had wax on my hands apparently. You can see the difference, how it just gives it a little bit of sheen when you wax it. I'm still here, thank you. Okay. Hi, Patty, I'm sorry. We're just moving things everywhere today. All right. So now you can see the sheen between where it's waxed and where it's not. Just gives it that little sheen. Again, this is silk paint. You don't have to do this. This is just something I do. Like I said, I sell all of my furniture, and I just like the way waxed furniture looks. I think it's pretty. I like the way it feels. It gives it that nice soft touch. Okay, adding some more over here. That was probably way too much, but that's okay. We'll rub it in. If not, I'll use the other side of the pad and offload. They sound like they're about to fall through the floor up there. Okay, so that's that. She's nice and clean. I'm gonna grab these extra drawers while we're right here. And I'm gonna grab my wax. You want to make sure, this wood grain is crazy, so you kind of need to go every which way to make sure that it fills the grain. All right. Drawer number one. It's pretty, isn't it? Super pretty. The hardware that I'm going to be using is going to look amazing on this. I'm going to use crystal knobs at the top, and I'm going to use some cup holes. I had a hardware issue trying to get it off. I had to take a hammer and just beat it until it gave up. So I'll be making sure that the hardware that I put on there will cover up my destruction. There's that. And now this side. I'll show you guys the hardware I'm going to use. It's going to be really pretty. Drawer 2. Okay. And then here is our drawer that we did together. And I'm going to get the stuff out of this drawer because I'm going to clean up that. I forgot it's in there. Just go ahead very quickly and seal this baby. I'll go back and decoupage that one after I'm done, y'all. So that's what she looks like. She's gorgeous, right? I absolutely love her. Let me take these gloves off. My hands are all sweaty. And find my lid to my wax, wherever I had placed her. I haven't decided what exactly I'm gonna do. Thank you. So here is one pole, or this one. I haven't decided which ones I'm gonna use. I am going to be using these crystal knobs though. So the crystal knobs will go up there. Very vintage vibes, right? So I'm either gonna go with that look. You guys can't see. Closer! So I'm either gonna go with this one, which I kind of really like these, or those, which I use these so much. I use these like all the time. They're my favorite. So what do you guys think? Which one? The square one or the round one? I kind of really digging the round, but I'm also really digging that one. The cup handles, yeah, they're pretty, aren't they? They'll both look good, but I always lean towards these, which is why I haven't used the other ones yet. They're just so pretty. They're my favorite. I love them. So I'll be adding those. You guys can catch me over on Instagram, and I will be doing that on a reel, the cups. Okay, perfect. All right, you guys, I'm hot. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pop off here. I'm gonna go ahead and film the other side of the drawer for content. If you guys don't already, I'd be honored if you follow me over at NTS Design Co. on all the platforms. And I will see you guys next Wednesday here at 10 a.m. And if you guys don't already, definitely make sure you go over and follow the Dixie Belle main page. I am there Thursday nights at 7 p.m. as well. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Dixie Belle, for having me. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch me today. I greatly appreciate you guys. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.